Hello and welcome to another video with me, Daniel, and his coffee, of course. Ooh, that hits hard. Today we're talking about Minoria, a beautiful Metroidvania from 2019 that kept me entertained for 3.5 hours. That was the short version, so I think you want to know a little bit more. So let's talk a little bit more. If you don't want to get spoiled, I suggest putting the video in the background, maybe in another tab. I will show some of the boss fights, but only for brief moments, just so you don't see the full entire boss fight, so, you know, it kind of spoils you. Minoria is a game made by Bomb Service, the same developer that made Momodora, Reverie Under the Moonlight. I got the game back in November 2021 from a sale for around $9. The full price is about 16 to 17 bucks. Well, euros, dollars, and depending on your currency, of course. With a 3.5 hour playtime, the price is a bit much, in my opinion. Still, the animation, the music, the control, the areas, the monsters, all have a high quality to them. Everything has just a very high quality that you're like, okay, maybe like $9 or even 16, 17 is like, it's a bit much, but I understand why, because everything just works, feels good, looks good, sounds good, like it's just, everything is just there. Because the game is a Metroidvania, you might assume the basic double jump and dash abilities, but the game actually gives you those abilities in form of attacks, giving it a bit more depth than some other games in the same genre. I was happily surprised by that. The game also features incense. Those can be active or passive abilities. For example, a fire explosion in front of your character or a passive heal every 10 seconds. A neat system with a good variety to experiment. Speaking of experimentation, you will probably have to do that because the enemies and bosses aren't easy. Some took me many tries, and other times I even stopped trying, went back to exploring in the hope of finding upgrades. Upgrades sadly don't come in form of weapons though, as far as I noticed. There are some weapons that you can find, and they do change an ability more or less, but overall nothing major. You know, it's not like you can find 10 different swords or spears and stuff like in Castlevania, for example. It's not like this. I think I found maybe 3 weapons, and I think you get 2 when you played their previous games, something along those lines. Visually, I find the clean, minimalistic look quite refreshing and doesn't make the screen too busy. More effects on screen isn't always better. Now, let's talk a little bit about the story. Okay, I'm sorry. Nah, I'm just kidding. You know I'm not that type of person, but the story that is being told can be easily followed. It's enough to get you invested, but doesn't drag on for too long. The ending might also make you tear up, depending on your choices. After beating the game, there are some extra things you unlock, but I didn't explore it all and was satisfied enough. Would I recommend the game to people that enjoy the Metroidvania genre? Yeah, of course. What about newcomers? I probably wouldn't because it is quite tough. Maybe start with Ori first. I feel like Ori is the best Metroidvania for newcomers. No matter if you're new to Metroid games or even if you're new to games in general. I feel like Ori really has that covered. As a side note, the developer has already uploaded some gameplay to Momodora Moonlit Farewell, the sequel to the first Momodora. So we can look forward to more Metroidvania goodness in the near future. And then we have Silksong and Crownsworn comes out in 2 years. There are some pretty promising Metroidvanias being made right now. Thank you so much for watching the video. As a YouTuber, I have to annoy you and tell you, you gotta, you know, subscribe and like and comment down below what you just ate for breakfast. I guess that's what people do, right? And with this out of the way, I hope I will see you in the next video. And I just realized I didn't have my lights on in the background. God damn it.